I didn't think. I didn't think.
I'm pushing the button. It's not doing anything. Small is a very good show. It is a very good show. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going back up? Doesn't look like it. Seven, I am dreading because that when I watched it, like in between streams, I was like, oh, this might be the worst season. I mean, it's not really their fault, just because that was the writer strike and everything.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that that's when that happened.
And
yeah,
like their Supergirl kind of sucks because of it. Their Bizarro was never a good idea. I know that Tom Welling's likely to like this. I think Tom Welling's likely the third best Clark Kent, and the best two being Christopher and George Reeves. Just Clark Kent?
Yeah, if you're just saying Clark Kent specifically, there's not a lot of competition there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he'd be my favorite Clark. I know, I have a weird relationship with the Reeve movies, where I respect the hell out of them. They're not... I don't uphold them as, like, the holy grail of Superman or superhero stories. I like the first one the most, but even then, I don't like the villain.
Yeah, first one holds up for me. We got very few complaints with it. And part of that's just a tone, personal taste thing.
Yeah. I won't ever say Superman 1 is a bad movie. It's just not my thing. And not even that, like, I wouldn't complain if, like, somebody said, hey, you want to watch Superman the movie? I'd be like, yeah, let's watch it. I might complain if you make me watch 2, but...
Yeah, Cap will make you see the light someday.
I don't think so, Tim.
So, like, what do you think is the first great superhero movie? First great comic book adaptation? And don't say Batman and Robin.
Damn it, you stole my answer. No, first great superhero or just comic adaptation in general?
Yeah, either.
I'm gonna go Blade 1.
Wow. Like, I like that movie. I think it's pretty good. I can't speak to it as an adaptation because I haven't read that stuff.
Oh, okay. So adaptation, that is a different thing. The first great adaptation of a comic book. Hey, we made it to this place. That is a tough one because I feel like adaptation doesn't get good until later. Like, we had good movies, but are they good adaptations of what they're adapting? And the answer to that is I don't know.
How about Batman Begins? How high are you on Batman Begins?
I think Batman Begins is great, but it's not a great adaptation of any particular thing. It's a great blend of things. But like their Scarecrow isn't really Scarecrow, their Ra's al Ghul isn't really Ra's al Ghul. Um, okay, this is gonna sound unlike me. Give this to Raimi's first Spider-Man movie. I think that is a pretty good adaptation of 60s and 70s Spider-Man comics. It is not the best adaptation of that material, but it's pretty good. What would be your answer?
And I mean, I would probably go Superman. Even if that's not my favorite take on Lex, it's not inauthentic.
And I just don't know the source material from that time period enough to say that.
And it's funny too, because granted, like that movie certainly takes liberties, as all superhero movies do, but then there's weird things it does that then become the norm, become canon, like the Superman S being the House of L shield. Like that's not a choice I dislike, but I think we only get that because Brando was a jerk and said he wanted to wear the Superman S even though he wasn't playing Superman.
In the George J. Superman show and Adam West Batman show, hold up, successful adaptations of classic versions of Superman and Batman. Sure, that's fair. It's just neither of those are things I've looked at, so I can't really name them.
Batman is a better answer than Superman because it doesn't have to be your thing, but it's pretty off the page, Silver Age stuff. Superman's mostly him just fighting gangsters. Like that show doesn't really get to do weird stuff for a lot of superheroes. That's the big reason why it's really hard to get me to go through like the entire George Reeves Superman show just because it's so repetitive, and simple.
Yeah, I mean,
God.
I wouldn't disagree with it being Superman. That's just not what my mind went to.
Mm-hmm. And then in the 2000s, you then get stuff like Sin City and 300 that are, trying to be as literal off the page as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best adaptation in that it's almost off the page is probably Watchmen. Like, there's changes, certainly, but it also just looks like the comic book come to life.
It does. I mean, the third act is the big one.
Yeah.
Changed some stuff. And
that's never bothered me.
One of those situations. No, it's never bothered me either. I think the comic is better, but in terms of condensing that into a movie, I think it's a fine change for, simplifying that ending.
Yeah, I just don't think the squid would have worked on a movie. Live action movie, anyway.
Yeah. Well, my biggest issue with that movie, just stylistically, is because it's so hyper-violent in the first half that when you get to that big, shocking third act, you just, it's not that impactful. Like, you don't really feel it. Like, oh, I should feel devastated in horror that billions of people have just died, and it's just kind of, life goes on. Like, that's the big thing I think the comic nails better. I'm curious to check out the new animated version, but I'm just waiting for both parts to be out.
That is the way to do it.
And I could be wrong because this is just a prediction, because the ending is where you get more of the distinct differences from the Snyder version to the comic, that if the second part of the animated movie sticks close to the comic, I could see that being the more rewatchable half. Hopefully people come out of that second part saying, oh, this is better than part one, this is really good, because part one's just kind of in the shadow of the Snyder movie.
Yeah. We can only hope.
Yeah. Like I was talking about, like with the Ozymandias stuff, you know, which I think the Snyder movie really drops the ball on. Like if they nailed that stuff in part 2 of the animated, it could be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it could. Because he is the weakest part of that movie. I had that when I was rewatching. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of just ambivalent on the first part, so we'll see how that goes. Anime fan, watching some more intense and stuff that I like watching, but I do like it to a certain level. Yeah, that's fair. Gasoline.
And you call yourself a Penguin fan.
I'm gonna save right here just in case. I'm probably gonna regret it.
Explored like every room, and you didn't find a single piece of flamethrower fuel. Oh, did it work? What took it out? The hammer?
Yeah. No, I need flamethrower ammo. Why aren't you giving me any? Save again, just to be... Don't give me that please wait shit. Keep going that way. Please wait for what? Okay, I'm gonna have to see. Alien isolation, please wait. How long does that fucking flare last?
As long as it wants.
Look at the other flare. Thank you.
But is this the vibe you're expecting from that new Jurassic Park game? Like a lot of sneaking around Velociraptors and stuff?
Yes.
Or do you think they'll try to make it more of an action game?
I'm expecting something closer to this. And March, you guys have big plans on the channel for October. We do. It's changed over the years, but it's called Decades of Horror. Each of us have picked a decade and one film for a review and one film for a commentary. We've already filmed most of the reviews, so it'll mostly be commentaries on different horror films throughout the decades. Some good, some bad. And then I'm trying to talk Robert into doing Salem's Lot with me. The new one.
I think I'll be busy. Yeah,
I think you're gonna shut the fuck up. What, you don't want to watch funny Salem's Lot?
Oh god, it was funny when all the positive reviews I was seeing. It's like, oh, this movie's such a great comedic romp. You know, it's just campy fun. I'm like, I don't know if that's what Stephen King intended with that story, but
Very cool. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
yeah, stay tuned.
We're starting with Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robert and I are going to start the Until Dawn remake next week. Uh-oh. I thought you meant the 79 miniseries and excited for James Mason. I'm going to watch that on my own. I've been reading the book. The book is very good. Yeah, I'm excited.
Did you just want to?
Sorry.
Did you just want to start Until Dawn next Friday then?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because we always typically do something after anyway. So if you're up for it, let's do... We won't do gaming next Thursday, we'll do it Friday.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Leave me alone. No, get off me.
Oh, no. It's not usually good to get strangled by a flaming man.
That's what stings? My guy.
Look in a mirror. Look at yourself.
But no, I'm excited to finally rewatch Creature so I can read the book. I have it all. Uh-oh. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Sevastopol safety protocols. Don't run.
Oh, come on, leave me alone.
You're becoming hysterical. Unwarranted.
Yeah, Demorch, I didn't get the 70s. 70s was already taken.
Yeah, because you took forever to pick.
It was difficult because everyone else had already taken all the good decade. I'm not
Robert, you were the one.
here.
You were the one of the first ones I told. And you're like, oh, I'll think about it, and then you took like 6 months to pick.
You can't prove that.
To answer your question, Adam March, Noah got 70s.
Yeah, yell at him.
I'm sure I know what the Satanic Rites of Dracula is. I've never heard of that.
Is that one of the Lee movies? Because he did a bunch.
Yeah, maybe it is.
I'm going to catch you.
Okay, but like, I'm just...
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation.
We just want to finish the game.
Emergency ward.
I need a goddamn minute to figure this out. Will you leave me alone?
This is futile.
Use your words to resolve conflicts, not violence.
What?
So,
And here we go.
Unidentified species.
why doesn't it attack the android?
Oh, it's Chris Burley's last Dracula? They don't attack the...
Adam March, can you clarify? Is that the last one he did with Hammer, or is that the one of the titles of the 1971? Because I know Christopher Lee does a bunch of Hammer Dracula movies, but then he does his last Dracula movie is supposed to be a little closer to the book, but that was with a different studio, and that was like in the early '70s. But I haven't seen any of them yet.
Hallelujah! Finally, some flamethrower ammo. It's not much, but
It's not much, but it's honest. I showed Adam Arch the best Christopher Lee movie, Howling 2, which he agreed was a 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
Anime fan wants to know Christopher Lee from the Price films and the Rings trilogy. I think he would like Gremlins too.
Oh yeah, Gremlins 2 is fun. He's great in it.
That movie's so good. I don't know how to get through here.
Oh, gotcha. Adam Arch. Yeah, he did a bunch of Dracula movies.
Orbital stabilizer failure. Abandoned station. Abandoned station.
Month 1984.
Yeah, probably my biggest Christopher Lee hot take is I'm really not a fan of the Man with the Golden Gun movie.
Oh my god, how did you see me? Lee was awesome in it, of course. I actually think Cushing is usually better than Lee to hammer things. Oh, that's fair, yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing with that is just that Lee is relying more on presence than anything. Whereas, Cushing gets to, like, act and say things.
That's true. You just murdered that man.
I'm pretty sure that's the robot that was making my life difficult earlier. He deserves it.
You are judging him for the crimes of another life.
I wouldn't do that.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point.
Oh, there he is.
Go up the fucking vent, please. Marge Cushing's Frankenstein is amazingly evil. Leah's the monster never did it for me. Yeah, but I mean that one's not really about the monster.
I would like to see their Mummy movie.
Yeah, I think I saw that. It's pretty good. It's not my favorite Mummy movie, but it's good.
I forget, was Lee in the Sleepy Hollow movie?
Yes.
That's on my list. I might finally get to that one this year.
That's pretty good. Try it, motherfucker.
Down. This is karma. Oh my god. Okay. It's a quarter karma. That wasn't full karma, but you're still alive.
Evacuate station.
The point is
This
you
not
beat
the
him.
drill.
I need to move this, but I don't have a key card. Oh, I do have a key card.
It was in your pocket the whole time.
What if we were to say my favorite Mummy movie is 99? That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I think it's the only one that capitalizes on what's like could be cool about the Mummy. It's just a Indiana Jones-esque adventure.
Still advised to do so by the
I mean, it is really fun. It's a great action movie. I wouldn't be opposed to another take to try to make a really scary kind of.
You
more
clearly
stripped-down
just
Mummy
love the
movie.
Tom Cruise one.
That is not at all what I just described.
I think it is.
Tom Cruise one learns all the wrong lessons from the Frasier one.
Well, that's like the height of like pandering to China too.
Yep.
I think that first one counts for the channel, don't you?
Oh yeah. Watched it for Halloween last year. It counts.
I even like the second one.
I do too. The kid's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's whatever.
And it does do a lot of repeating first one. It's fine.
Yeah. There is nothing redeemable about that third one.
You're probably right. I'm scared to revisit it because I haven't seen it.
I saw that in theaters and went, "This is dumb," and never went back. Adam Archer agrees with me. Sounds like Robert is describing the Tom Cruise one.
I mean, I say that I want a stripped down, more scary mummy movie, but if it looks anything like that Blumhouse Wolfman reboot we're getting, I could probably pass. Hopefully that turns out to be good.
This game really needs to end. I need to go to bed. But I need to finish this.
I'd be curious about rewatching Mummy Returns. I did like it when I was a kid, but it's this weird thing where it's a lot of just repeating the first movie, and then it has that weird reincarnation angle with Evie, and I don't know if that works.
That's fine.
Uh-oh, it's a facehugger.
I almost didn't see that.
I heard it.
Evacuate station. This is not the drill.
See, like, this is what I mean. This just goes on for fucking ever.
This game has like 5 climaxes. I've long lost track of what our goal even is at this point.
I think at this point it's just to get off the station.
I thought we were done when we went out in space.
How
When we put on the spacesuit, I was like, oh, this is probably wrapping up.
wrong you were.
Anime fan, you should check out the Brendan Fraser. It's a fun action. short film. I think so. It's based on a short film. I still need to
I
see.
remember thinking it was okay.
Don't Breathe was also 2016. I still need to see that.
That is also okay. It's the Evil Dead guy.
Oh, the Blair Witch reboot came out in 2016.
Maybe that's what it was. No, it would have had to be coming out, I want to say around the same time as The Witch, because they would have been advertised together.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Flanagan's Ouija movie came out in 2016. I still haven't seen that one.
It's pretty good. I wish we'd had time to fit that in for a Flanagan month. But... yeah,
and
see you
of
soon,
course-
Ned Marsh.
Yeah, later. Of course, Boo! A Medea Halloween came out in 2016. We have to cover that at some point.
No. I would say the main thing this game needs to learn is less is more. When you overexpose the alien like this, it's not scary anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
After evacuation, do not re-enter the station. Advised to do so by the orbital emergency.
Are you gonna do commentary for the Ernest Halloween film? I would like to. I'm nostalgic for that movie.
Yeah, that was just before my time. I missed all the Ernest movies, but I've heard some of them hold up.
That's my biggest thing is I'm afraid they don't hold up. Just let me fucking save. This is ridiculous.
Looking to you hot. To answer your question, anime fan, I don't know if James Wan is directing that Creature from the Black Lagoon remake. We know he's producing it. Also, we'll see if it actually happens.
I'd be more interested if he was actually like directing it. Like I don't love James Wan. He does tend to be kind of like the JJ. Austin coined this term and it's true. The JJ of horror where he just takes from other better directors.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also produced a lot of shit. I can't think of any movie that he just produced that I liked.
Was he one of the producers on Repo?
No.
Okay.
No, actually, I don't know what he does between Saw and The Conjuring.
Did he direct that Dead Silence movie?
Yes, he was doing Dead Silence, which people like, but I don't know if I saw.
Okay, I forget. Did he direct Insidious?
Maybe.
Because that was before Conjuring.
I know that. I think that's another collaboration between him and Lee Winnell. Yeah, needless to say, Robert, I don't know if I ever want to play this game again.
You're not excited to jump into the DLC?
Maybe after a long fucking break.
Sevastopol, this is Diane Verlaine of the
It's this
Tour.
weird thing where this game is really awesome, and it gets a lot right. I also get why people hate it now.
You don't like a game that has 600 fake endings?
Thank you,
Anime
Nick.
fan wants James Wan to get Jason Momoa to play the creature.
Please no.
No.
Yeah,
No.
get Derek Mears. You just need a big, tall guy who
Get
can handle the makeup and understands the pathos of the character.
No, not Derek Mears. He's too
Muscular.
Yeah, he's too muscular. Get Doug Jones.
I mean, sure, just round it out. He's already played the creature twice.
Yeah, because he's good at it. All right, we're gonna
He
write
just
it
might
out
be
for
too
a
old.
few more minutes, Robert. See if we can finish it, because I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I feel like this has got to be it.
I mean, Doug Jones is great. He just might be too old because he is in his 60s now.
Well, maybe.
I don't know if he's still on Star Trek Discovery, if he's still doing the makeup for that.
Imagine if James Wan made a film where Aquaman fights the creature from the Black Lagoon.
I mean, you kind of get that for 5 seconds. That, man, whatever those creatures were called.
You mean the best sequence in that movie?
It's a good sequence. Remember when they were gonna do a spin-off with that?
Yeah, the trench.
The Trench, that's it. Yeah, for some reason.
Remember when they were gonna make an Aquaman movie? I haven't went back to that movie. It's just, I'm scared too. Everyone I know hates it. I thought it was alright. I also don't think Momoa was bad casting. He just got shitty scripts.
It's not everyone's favorite take on Aquaman, but I think he's a fun Aquaman.
Verlaine, can you hear me?
I think he was
Are
a
you close
fine
enough for radio
Aquaman for
contact?
that.
I'm here.
Thank God, I hear you. I need you to extend the dog.
I
Oh,
think we
come
got it out of
on.
our
Just
system.
let me escape.
No, you gotta put on the suit again. But, we've gotten it out of our system, right? We don't have to keep making fun of Aquaman and addressing, yeah, we know he's a silly character, but he can, I hope we're past all that.
I don't think James Wan will, James Gunn will do that. He will do it if it makes sense, like Peacemaker, just because Peacemaker would think Aquaman's weird.
Yeah. I also could see them giving Aquaman a break for a minute, or hello. I wouldn't be surprised if Aquaman isn't on the roster for that first Justice League movie, whenever we get it. I'm not saying they won't do Aquaman, I'm just saying they might wait a bit.
And how do I reconnect the power? Oh, for God's sakes.
Dying is easy, but living is hard. You got 10 more minutes in you?
Yeah.
Verlaine, can you hear me? Are you close enough for radio contact? I'm here.
Thank God, I hear you.
All I know
I need you to
is I've been waiting so long for them to get Hal Jordan right in that option. And I hope they do. I think Hal Chandler's good casting.
Yeah, I like him a lot better than I do Brolin.
Yeah, I love Brolin, but I think that's a better fit.
No, I mean, I have something against Brolin. I just think he's a bad fit for Hal Jordan.
Well, also we were nervous, oh no, are they gonna start with Parallax? Don't start with that. And with Kyle Chandler, I wouldn't think they would.
I think you could get away with him being late 30s and still do Parallax. And
it's something you got to build to. I don't know if he can pass for mid-30s. He is in his or early 30s. He is in his 50s.
Yeah.
But I've said this before. I'm fine with the middle-aged Hal Jordan. I think Kyle's a good fit. I just hope we get like enough of him. You know, I hope they don't kill him off or turn him into Parallax right off the bat. But hopefully that show turns out great.
Yeah, hopefully.
You are addicted to looting corpses.
Hoping they'll have fucking loot that I need. Wonder who will play Sinestro. Yeah, that's a big curious wonder I have too.
I don't think he's going to be in that show. I could be wrong, but we know very little about it. But I hope that when we get Sinestro, he's just Sinestro and already a bad guy. I don't need to start with him as a Green Lantern and do that all over again.
I kind of would like them to do it. We've only done it once and it wasn't done well.
Yeah. But even in animation, we do that a lot. Like, we always start with him as a Green Lantern and then oh no, he's a bad guy. Like, yeah, I know, he's Sinestro.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would like them to treat this like the first live-action adaptation.
That's fair, but we know this is also going to be a lived-in universe with history behind it.
Yeah,
but
okay, so if it's a true detective-like thing, no, get off me.
I mean, if it's part of the story, then cool.
Anyway, so they pitched it like a true detective-like thing, right? Imagine if it's that, and then the twist at the end is that it's one of their own, Sinestro.
I mean, it could be fine.
Relay, the docking clamps are engaging.
Like game developers to learn that at one point, you can simplify things.
No, you're on the edge of your seat. This is riveting entertainment.
I'm really not, Brian.
That's not the line.
I'm gonna save because I've done a lot. I know this would never happen, and it's just purely selfish thinking. I would love if they got Mark Strong back as Sinestro.
He's great. It would just bring it full circle. You know, he's Falcone now. It's fine. Different universe.
Yeah, different universe. I don't think people will be thinking about that when he's red.
Yeah. That movie's so heartbreaking because he was perfect casting, and it's set up fine. Just never got a sequel.
I also have the hot take that I don't think Reynolds is particularly bad as Green Lantern. That movie's whole issue is scripting and villain choice.
Yeah. That's also not my favorite take on Hal. Like, I don't need him hockey. But you're right. Like, the issue, mainly the script.
Yeah. I mean, my definitive Hal is the, John's run, which he's trying to do, but Ryan Reynolds is also Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Well, in that movie, and again, this isn't Ryan Reynolds' fault, but that movie's really trying hard to make him Iron Man.
Yeah.
Relay, there is no personnel umbilical. It's long gone. What? Wait, I think I can use the maintenance rig instead. If I can find an EVA suit, I can still get to you. Be careful, Ripley. That's it.
They should let you craft your own flamethrower ammo, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait here to let it save. I'm tired of doing that.
Imagine if this was the next Alien movie. Just 6 hours of this.
Jesus.
Then I gotta do the thing with the thing, and then do the other thing, and then put the thing in the thing, and then turn on the thing.
Come on, just let me save. I mean,
No. You will never save. Oh, never mind.
that annoys the hell out of me. Saving should always be available. That doesn't make it more tense, that just makes it more annoying. Robert,
is
wake
there
up.
anyone- No, that was a scream.
Oh.
Because it's scary.
Anyway, what were you saying, sir?
Oh, no, I was just saying, like, do you have to attack him, or just back up? It looked like he didn't see you. Do you still have any of those noise-making weapons? Like, maybe you should throw one of those and hide in the locker?
The problem is he's right there at the door. I wouldn't know. I don't have anywhere else to throw it. Also, I'm thinking that was a glitch because now there's only one.
I don't know. No, I think there's still two.
You could be right, actually.
Oh, yes. Making progress. I told you gotta put on the suit.
Don't just stare at it. Put the damn. Oh. If this.
Oh boy. It's still go. Oh, that was easy.
Fuck.
Huh. Just ripped right out of that, huh?
Hold on.
Well, that was a minor inconvenience.
Sure. I'm trying to see if this is very. Alright, well. I'm trying to see if, like, this is the end or.
I don't think this game ends. I don't think it ever ends.
Yeah, alright. I'm finding.
I believe in you. You got the touch. You got the power. Oh, the one just opened behind you. Did you see that?
Did not catch that. Good catch.
Thanks. Like I said, like this is cool. It just should have come way earlier.
What?
Oh, come on.
Where did that come from?
I could hear something, but I couldn't see it.
Alright, last try. Bitch.
Okay, remember that the next one came from the right. Oh, okay. Oh my god. At least you got it. Can't get rid of Blast.
Question then becomes is like, how are they repopulating like this without the queen?
I don't know. I think it's going by old Xenomorph rules where one could just lay an egg on its own. Oh my god. Hello. But I think that what they later established was like, well, no, any Xenomorph can lay an egg, but a queen, you know, can lay thousands. So
I never knew about that.
it's all confusing.
Are you saying the Alien movie wasn't intended to be part of a larger universe?
Well, according to the director's cut of Alien and what they originally shot, the idea was somehow when they made their nests, they could turn their victims into eggs.
That's actually a really cool idea.
It is. It's horrifying. I don't know how it works, but like that's clearly not what's going on here. We're just seeing legs just laying around.
Legs laying around?
Legs laying around, yep. Have you ever actually seen that scene, or do you just know about it? Like the big deleted scene from Alien? Because it's in the director's cut.
I haven't seen the director's cut. I don't know anything about it.
Because
Just what people have told me.
it's kind of funny, because every sequel has a scene that's riffing on it, and yet it's not in the theatrical cut, because she finds Ripley, it's near the end, she finds a nest on the Nostromo, and she finds Dallas, and he's still alive, but he's dying, and he says, "Kill me." And then she burns him and kills him. But then we see one of the other victims, I think the Harry Dean Stanton, the one who was taken out earlier, we see that he's like mid-transformation into an egg. So that was originally how the life cycle worked. Yeah.
Just let me make it through here.
It's just really weird that like every sequel has a scene that, you know, riffs on that moment, and yet it's not in the theatrical version. It hasn't been seen by most people. You know what started the, you know, the big kill me scene.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the original idea, is when the alien puts you into the nest, it like slowly kills you and then transforms you into an egg somehow. And then by aliens, it's just, oh, you're just in the nest just so the aliens can bring facehuggers, and, you know, the queen leads all of them, so these things are not consistent.
Yeah.
question with Romulus, where I was like, I'm not sure how the scientists were able to create face huggers from the one Xenomorph. That stuff might make more sense on another viewing.
Yeah, I'm also curious to see just like what got deleted.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish they'd stuck with it. Like they can make their victims in eggs. That could have been some cool like body horror shit.
Yeah. Again, I don't know how it works, but it's scary.
This game has not given me a save point either. I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow, but I will. Nope, flamethrower, flamethrower.
Oh god. I think you got the second one on accident. I don't know if you're even aiming for it.
Get the fuck out of these vents.
Remember when you said you thought we were at the end like 8 hours ago?
You know how
What were you
some
thinking
people.
in that moment?
Oh.
Oh god.
See, like this is all. You could have cut all of this from the game.
Or we just should have gotten here fast. You know, instead of the cat and mouse chase for 5 hours.
Yeah.
I thought I lost you. We're being dragged down to Sevastopol. The gravitational pull has twisted the ring and we can't get free from the station.
What do you need me to do?
Get out the airlock and EVA over to the maintenance lab.
Funny that you asked that, Axel Shadow. We like the game. We recommend it. But it's been
I'm
pretty
sick of
frustrating
it.
for a while.
Won't let you down.
It just goes on way too long. Like, I love the atmosphere. I love what I've seen of the gameplay, but man, this third act's just going on forever. I think you'd be dead by this point. That's a lot of fire. I don't know how much air can possibly still be in this space.
Save right here just to be safe, but I think this is it, Robert.
We shall see.
Now this time, don't stare at the fucking helmet. Just put it on.
You got no. Just put the suit on, lady. Yeah, everything's at a Dutch angle then.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Spice.
And now we're outside. Again.
I'm in the hide. It goes high and I'm hiding.
Hi. I can see that.
Axel, this is random, and now that AI voice acting is becoming more popular with deepfakes, wonder if people will mod other voice actors over in game voice acting. I'm pretty sure that's why the voice acting industry is on strike right now.
Yeah. It's not a thing people would be cool with. Like, modding's obviously kind of a gray area, because,
If like you or I did it, I'm fine with it because that's just a person doing it for fun.
Right, and you've already paid for the game.
Yeah.
You know. But what we don't want is studios releasing games just with AI voices instead of hiring real voice actors. That's obviously
no
a
bueno.
bad thing.
Like instead of your character saying their lines, it's like Mike Tyson or Chris Farley. Yeah, I mean, I could see that being a popular mod.
Yeah. And again, it's a gray area because, Chris Farley died a long time ago and obviously didn't consent to, his voice being used for stuff like that.
I'm here, Verlaine. There should be 2 priming mechanisms to unlock
Because that trend, we've been seeing this a lot on YouTube lately, like, this song's sung by this dead person, and that, I got over that novelty real quick. It was interesting for a second, now I just don't care. It's like,
it just depends. Some of them I just find funny.
Yeah, sure, but it's like, yep, that's Frank Sinatra singing a Metallica song.
Yeah, I never cared about that. But like, give me Plankton singing 3 Days Grace all day long.
Yeah, for sure. And again, but what sucks is like, but there are people who can just do the Plankton voice who can do that.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna watch a funny cover of something, I'd rather be, from a real person.
Did you guys ever play Soma? I have not, but maybe that's something we'll do in the future. We only play horror games on this channel.
That's true. I don't know what Soma is.
I don't remember. I think it was mildly popular for a bit.
I don't know if this is what the writers intended, but I've always loved the read on this scene from the first movie of the company deliberately making the self-destruct super convoluted and take forever. So that whoever's in this situation wouldn't succeed.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are we doing?
And I mean, the counter argument is like, well, you don't want someone drunk just opening a thing and pressing a button. It should be complicated to an extent.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe tomorrow we'll just review Gotham Central and call it a day. Just a nice short recording.
That's fine with me because I'm gonna be doing 12 hours of Smallville Saturday.
On Saturday, that's a good point.
I mean, I'd be down to like.
Oh my god.
I'd be down to
so
like
many of them.
watch something, not for like the channel, just hang out if you want, but I'm gonna just doing the one thing.
Yeah, I don't know. After the review, I might check out what Austin and Cap are watching, because I think they're watching Hercules too.
Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to watch that. I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as a kid.
Oh. Okay. Oh god, it's not looking good. That's a lot of fire.
We did it.
Happy ending. But how was Amanda?
Verlaine, I'm on my way up to the bridge.
Can I get out of the spacesuit so I can like walk? Was I supposed to take the space? Was I supposed to take the spacesuit off in here?
I don't know. You gotta do the scene where you take the suit off and Xenomorph pops up.
Okay, if I just go through here, door locked. Why? Why would one door be locked? Not the other. You died, we did not die.
We are alive. We didn't die a single time. It was a perfect no
This was a no-death run. Don't check the footage.
Please. Amanda
Really?
Ripley will return. Oh, I was right. Don't need to repeat every beat from the movie. I love how he's just taking his time now, just for dramatic effect. This is like, what, the fourth cut to black?
She blew it up the space station. It was infested with aliens. Yeah, because we're out in space.
Yeah. So did her friend die?
That's kind of the read I'm having on this. But what I like about them redoing that ending from the first movie is this is a way worse ending for a character.
That's true.
And that's how it ends.
Woo!
On a fucking cliffhanger.
Oh boy. I'm sure it'll get resolved at some.
I don't think so, Tim.